Welcome to another teardown video. I just seem to get all sorts of funny things from all my sponsors. Look at this fantastic thing. I've been Googling a little bit on the internet, and this seems to be a teeth whitening system using UVA, and it should be quite powerful. So I guess this is the unit where the light is emitted from. There will be some sort of a mouthpiece that goes here, and then, yeah, I guess you stick this into your mouth, right? And then there is some sort of a holder. Let's see, maybe we can get the name and number from this thing. So there's a really nice connector, and it says something about UVA. Very something dangerous warning thingy. And the other unit, all I see is stored powers on and off, and a display that can tell me whatever good things from the universe. And so this is a US product from California. And look at that, huh? But what did I find? I found the solution for that little problem. And in the bottom, it says something about 3 amps. And look at that. We need to cool down and heat up and all sorts of things. I took out the fuses, and this is a little bit funny. Look at that. Dual fuses. I've seen this a few times before. So what is the whole idea about 2 fuses? Well, if this thing draws more current, why do you need 2? What is the idea? But they're not broken, so I just put it in again. The cable was cut, so this is maybe how they prevented misuse. So I guess, or maybe this was a lot longer. Somebody needed some really nice cable. And the fun thing is, this cable, they're using 3 different thicknesses. So those 3 are very thick, 2 very thin and flexible, and 2 medium. So this is the DC high power earth and some control signals, whatever. How about I just solder these together and see if this contains any smoke? That's gonna be funny, right? Let's do that before we open it and see what it can do of damage. So at first you may think, why is this a female and this is a male connector? And of course it's the same with the connectors on the cable. Well, of course this is the power supply. So here we get high voltage output or high power or whatever. So you don't want to short this. Or maybe you could get, you know, a shock if you touch this. So for protection, this is a good idea how to do it. And here, this is the input, so there is no need for protection. But why not have the same female connector on each end and the same, yeah, I don't understand that. Maybe so you can only mount the cable right, but what's the idea? So now you need double the part numbers and buying 2 different things. Well. Anyway, I just soldered the cables. I didn't really care to make it look real nice, but anyway, they should be soldered correctly. So now it's gonna be interesting to see what happens. So now everything is connected. I powered this unit on, and I promised always to video when I turn on something because it's more fun this way. Are you ready? 3 watts. And yeah. What? 2.5 watts. So it seems to be alive. So off. What if we just hit the on? Warm up. Oh, look at that! 180 watt, 150 watts, 120 watts. Okay, so it's only 2 minutes. So this is 100 watts. So there's a lot of output. So that's great. And what if I say pause? Pause. No? No lock. The light is still there. Stop. So there's... You just need to wait. Hey, oh, it's getting brighter and brighter. 170 watts. 180 watts. This is just going up and up and up. The watts. Ooh, it's 200 watts now. Look at that thing. And it is getting bright as... Oi. Don't look in UVA. That is not a good idea. Of course, you can look, because you're behind a camera, right? But I'm not looking. Definitely not. But there's no way I can turn this off. That is really odd. So I need to wait for the time to go before this thing can cool down. Hey, how about we measure the wavelength of this thing? That is a good idea. And here is the wavelength. Of course we can measure wavelength. Easy peasy. And it's 436. So now we know this thing works, or maybe it doesn't work. I really don't know, because I haven't read the manual. But the start and the pause seems not to work. You can start it, but you can't pause it. And when it is running, you need to wait until the time run out, and then it continues to generate light, and then you can power it off. So it's a little bit weird, because I thought that the timer would run out and then it would turn off, but it's continuing. So maybe that is why it was thrown out. So let's pull the plug and see what is inside. Ah, come on. One type here, and then those funny ones here. What is the idea? I guess there was some sort of a mounting bracket mounted here and here. You can see by the coloring of the materials. Right, we're gonna go in. So here's what I figured out. You need to push it or release it a little bit, and then okay, wow. Oi. What is that? So what is that? Ooh, something is hot here. I can even feel it. So there's a little mains filter and a power supply. No, though. This is a solid state relay. And this is a little aux power supply for the electronics. Ooh, there's a microcontroller up here. And here is a really fascinating... Oh, this is really done nice. Look at that plastic stuff. Aha, so this is for the buttons and this is for the display. And a nice little power supply. It's really, really well made. Beautiful quality. This is just how you do it really, really well. Look at this mains filter and ground. The ground wire is done exactly as you should do it, and it's even directly connected to the chassis. And because the paint could fail, then of course you need the wire. And again, earth directly out to the other unit, so you're sure it's got good earth protection. So this is the power supply. So that is probably high voltage, high power, and all sorts of high things going through this cable. Really? I think we should open the other unit and see what they're doing. Because what I see here is high voltage stuff. Well. So far, so good. So that was half of it. What is there? Maybe we can get in here. Come on. No. I said, come on. Yep. An Atmel. In a really sexy socket. What is that? So there's some timer. This is a clock chip. But there's a big beeper here. So I was expecting this thing to be able to say beep beep, time is up, and then turn off the light source. But that just doesn't happen. So there may be a software bug. Because it seems like the hardware is working. When I turn it off, it actually goes to power off, and then, ooh, that is still warm. All right, let's open the other thing. So, the screws, they're all the way down here, and they're also those fascinating safety screws. So that would be a pain to open. Why aren't you coming? Ugh. What is inside this? Ooh, it's full of all sorts of... Yes! Oh, look at that. Why is that? Ooh, I see a lamp of some sort down there. Ooh, it's still a little bit hot. And there's a... This whole unit is completely loose. Okay. So there's a... This is probably a filter of some sort. And there's two glass, a protection glass and a filter. This, of course, we can measure. Ooh. There's another glass here. Or maybe this is just a diffusion. And this is access to all the bad stuff. Maybe we should have a look. Aha! This is how you access the bulb. Oh, this is really, really beautiful. There is a connector. Let me try and disconnect this. So of course you can buy a new lamp. Oh, really, really sexy high voltage connector. Look at this. So it's half transparent. This is really beautiful. Maybe we can play with this. I guess if it's not in here, then all the fan and cooling, it should of course be here. Oh, so you can use this. I bet I could use this to ultra speed cure my 3D resin prints. Or just get injured really, really quickly. I don't know. What do you use 200 watts of UVA for? This is quite cool. And here we got, oh yes, of course, this is the high voltage starter unit. So this is creating a really, really high voltage spark inside the bulb, and then it will run on high voltage DC. So the black and the red wire here is probably some real nasty high voltage. Yeah. So this is what is inside this fantastic unit. Temperature protection. This just goes through to the other unit. This is not doing anything here. And the fan is also, so the fan is also some of the thin wires in the connector. So that's what it is. Only the red and black, that is for the bulb, and everything else is fan and temperature sensor, temperature protection. Yes, that is it. Hope you enjoyed. Stay safe.